Welcome back everyone to another Weather Glance video. In today's video we will be covering a potential severe weather outbreak for portions of northern Iowa, western Wisconsin, and southeastern Minneapolis. All coming up in just a bit. Alright, on our first slide, you can see that we are taking a look at the composite reflectivity on the HRRR forecast model, and we can already see that bowing effect, which indicates very strong winds with these squall lines. So this is going to be a derecho style storm, and you are going to want to be very prepared tomorrow evening when this storm system moves through, as it will be very severe with high wind gusts, torrential rainfall, and the potential for some tornadic activity. Alright, on our second slide, you can see that we have our 2 meter AGL temperature forecast model on the HRRR. And throughout this area, we are looking at the potential for 80-degree temperatures up to 90-degree temperatures, which, with the combination of that humidity, this will help fuel those storm systems that are moving through. So this derecho style storm, you can see it eating up those temperatures and that moisture, and that's really what's going to fuel these storms as the cold front moves through. We're seeing a very strong cold front move through with a very strong cold air mass. So this is what's going to be fueling these storms. Everything's coming together perfectly in a dangerous way, and we are going to see some tornadic potential as well with those very strong wind speeds. Alright, and here we go and take a look at our 2 meter AGL dew point in degrees Fahrenheit, and you can see that we have widespread areas of dew points in the 60s and all the way up into the 70s in our enhanced risk region that the National Weather Service Storm Protection Center has issued. And you can see here that this is going to help fuel these storm systems as they move through. So this derecho line of storm is going to hit these very moist temperatures, and this is what's going to be fueling those storms as that cold front moves through. So we are going to see very strong storm systems tomorrow, so make sure that you are staying updated with any source of media that will give you information. Alright, and here is our 850 millibar height and wind, and you can see here that we do have gusts up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, possibly even reaching up to 80 miles per hour with this derecho style storm. So we do see very strong wind gusts moving through the area. So this is going to be a very high wind gust storm, as well as the potential again for tornadoes. So we do have a very dangerous wind threat for tomorrow, both rotationally and straight line winds. So make sure that you are staying prepared for tomorrow. Make sure that your house is secured for high wind gusts if you live in this region, as the wind speeds will be coming through and be very gusty. Alright, now we're taking a look at our surface-based convective available potential energy, which is basically how much energy there is in the atmosphere for the storms to use. The more energy, the more severe the storms. So here you can see that we have widespread 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram, and even a couple spotty areas in southern Iowa of 5,000 joules per kilogram. But right now we want that energy to be in northern Iowa, southeast of Minneapolis, and in western Wisconsin. That's really where that tri-state area is, and that's really where you're going to want this convective available potential energy to be. And as you can see, once this cold front hits this large amounts of energy, that's when these storms are really going to be able to become very severe, and that's why that enhanced risk has been issued. Alright, now we're taking a look at our bulk shear from the surface to 6 kilometers up in the atmosphere, and you can see that we have widespread large areas of high shear, and this is going to be feeling that rotation in these storms, ultimately leading to supercellular storms embedded into this derecho style storm, which might drop a few tornadoes. So this is really going to be a rotation style storm too, so we're going to have a lot of embedded supercells within this storm system, so make sure that you are staying prepared when these storm systems come tomorrow. Alright, now we're taking a look at our Supercell Composite model on the HRRR, which is putting everything together and showing you the likelihood for supercellular storms. And as you can see, we have levels anywhere from 12 to 24 on the scale, all the way up to 30 at times in a couple spotty locations, but mainly we're expecting those teens of the supercellular composite levels. And you can see that that is going to show us that we do have a very good potential for supercellular storms tomorrow, which could lead for tornadic development and potentially drop a few tornadoes in the warned area. Alright, now here's similar to the supercellular composite reflectivity model. You can see that we have significant tornado parameter, and this is going to show you what kind of risk of tornadoes we have for tomorrow. And we have, as of right now, anywhere from 5 all the way up to potentially 6 in some of those spotty locations down southeast of Minneapolis. So we do have a good chance for tornadoes tomorrow with these supercellular storms, and that is really going to lead to this supercellular development with tornadoes tomorrow. All right, now on our first convective outlook model, on our first convective slide from the Storm Prediction Center, you can see that we do have an enhanced risk for Minneapolis and La Crosse and around those areas in Wisconsin, Iowa, and Minneapolis, or Minnesota. So this is basically showing you that we do have a very good chance of severe weather tomorrow. An enhanced risk means that we do have a large area, a widespread area of long duration storms. So tomorrow we will have that major wind threat derecho style storm moving through, and that's what you're going to be wanting to look out for into the evening hours. All right, and on our second slide, we're going to be taking a look at our tornado outlook. This is the tornadic activity outlook on the Storm Prediction Center forecast model, and we have a 5% chance of tornadic activity happening and within a 25-mile given location, and that's really for Minneapolis and La Crosse, and that's going to be giving us a very good chance for tornadic storms tomorrow as that system moves through. All right, and on our wind probability legend, we do have a 30% area for damaging winds to happen within a 25-mile given location, and that's caused by this derecho style storm that we're seeing. So make sure that you are prepared for those wind speeds, because that's going to be the main threat for tomorrow's severe weather. All right, and on our final convective slide, we're looking at our hail probability legend, and we see all the way up to a 15% chance of hail happening within a 25-mile given location. So we do see that threat for hail under 2 inches to occur here, but anything greater than 2 inches we don't see the potential for tomorrow, as this isn't that type of storm system. It's more of a linear storm mode, and that those really don't drop as large of hail as, let's say, single-celled supercellular storms. Alright, I want to thank you all for watching today's video. Big thanks to today's sources, Pivotal Weather, where all the models seen in today's video came from, and the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center, where those outlooks came from as well. I would ask that you consider subscribing for more U.S. forecasts free of charge, and consider following the Weather at a Glance official Facebook page for more inside information and complimentary personal forecasts when you message me on my Facebook page. Again, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.